to this special Veterans Day ceremony where we set aside time to honor our special veterans. What is Veterans Day, you may ask? Veterans Day is a day set aside for Americans to honor the people who have served in the U.S. military. These people are honored for their service in times of war and times of peace. This day is also a day to remember people that have died for America. Veterans Day takes place each year on November 11th.
Throughout the country, parades are held to pay respect to people who have fought or people who are still fighting for the freedom that Americans have today.
So now that you know a little about Veterans Day is, you may be wondering, who are veterans? Dictionary says that a veteran is a person who has fought in a military force, especially one who's fought in war.
Many of our veterans served and lived to tell stories about. Some veterans are downright funny. Ever been in but they don't return home.
Today there are more than 25 million living Americans veterans, and we are honored to have some of these veterans here at RIZ Elementary today. These veterans have helped to keep peace and has fought in wars such as World War I, World War II, the Korean War, the Vietnam War, and the Persian Gulf War.
There are many of our veterans who could not be with us today because they're serving in another area of the nation or the world.
Some veterans have already passed on, and some who could not be with us today because, as the old saying goes, all gave some and some gave all.
At this time, we would like to reserve a moment of silence to remember men and women who cannot be with us today.
We will also play taps, a musical piece sounded at dusk and funerals, usually by the U.S. military. Will you please bow your heads in silence with me and remember those veterans at this time? Thank you.
At this time, we would like to recognize our veterans who are with us today. If you are one of our special veterans, would you please stand and remain standing so we can honor you?
Will the rest of the audience stand with us now as the Cub Scouts lead us in pledge for nation's flag remain standing as the third grade classes sing the national anthem. Attention, salute, pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Oh, say, can you see the dawn's early light? What so proudly we hailed
time, we'd like to share a few thoughts on the book title. H is for honor, a military family alphabet.
We have learned so many new things about the history and responsibility and legacy of veterans and military family life in this book, and I'd like to share those thoughts with you now.
We'll also stop every few letters and share a patriotic song with you. Feel free to sing along with us on any of the songs you recognize on this very special Veterans Day.
May A for Army and A for Air Force Two and A for all the armed services beyond the red, white, and blue. They stand at attention, tall and proud, all vaguely dressed. And A for the world's armed forces and A for the world's very best.
No offense, but the letter B means that you're a brat, your brother and your sister too, and there's nothing wrong with that. Military kids are known as brats, but they're far from wild or bad. They serve their country in their own way, just like their mom or dad.
Any Marine will tell you the letter C is just there for court. It takes courage and character, it takes commitment and more. From Camp Lejeune to Pendleton, the Marine Corps stands by, ready to go wherever college reaches.
Don't you dare dally, don't be late. Stay in attention, run straight. D's for drill sergeant making things rough. You'll thank them someday for being so tough.
The Navy SEALs, the Green Berets, the Army Rangers, of course. Special Tactics, MEUs, and the Daring Delta Force. E is for Elite Force. They're trained with extra care. They know too well when duty calls. Danger might be there.
Behind each sailor, behind each soldier, somebody somewhere cares. Behind each airman, coast, and marine, somebody saying their prayers. Wherever Americans fight for freedom, they very quickly learn F is for the families that wait for their return.
Gee, it's just a game? It's just a game, you say? Those in the Army and Navy don't quite see it that way. The Army and Navy football game is a November celebration of the ones in spirit of those who chose to serve their mighty nation.
Not everyone hears it, it's just a few. But there's no denying it once you do. So when your country calls, you do your part. So H is for honor and the American heart.
You're visiting HQ to see the CO. You're surrounded by many officials. You're also surrounded by many letters, and that's why I stands for initials. R and R, TD with not Y, and I at the BO came, and when you're hungry, it's good to know an MRE for them.
The letter J is just the thing you get from here and there. Here's one racing down, and here's one up in the air. Jeeps and jets take different routes, but both of them help prove the military can't keep still. It's always on the move.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, Lord Amber waves of grain, on purple mountains, majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
Pucker up for the letter K for a kiss of fabulous flair, captured in a famous photo on a corner in Times Square. A happy sailor and a happy gal had learned their war was done. Their sweeping kiss captured the joy when World War II was won.
Mine is from home to ours. It called Lonely for Munch on End. L arrived in a big green sack. It's a letter that you send. Of all the things you could send a soldier, this one area not fail. There's nothing better than getting a letter from home in the back window.
The letter M means MPs. The letter M means military police, better known as MPs. If you live on a post or a base, you'll meet a few of these. They guard the base and keep the place as safe as secure can be. When you arrive at the entrance gate, MPs are the first thing you see.
Up in the air in a fighter jet or down deep in a submarine. Above the ocean, beneath the sea, and everywhere in between. They ride in the tide, deep blue and green, and constantly turning and waving. On ships very small and impossibly large or instant for navy. Military's family tend to move across the nation, states, and borders. The letter O means pack up your bags, you just got orders. 2 years here, 3 years there, your family's on the go. The orders mean a brand new part of the world for you to know.